Marriage is work.
There are a lot of expectations.
We expect to have this knight in shining armor.
To become the husband that they expect us to be.
So there's no such thing as a perfect marriage.
But there is a such thing as a healthy one.
But in the end, you've got to realize that
we're fighting on the same team.
That's right. We're fighting on the same team.
Hey, y'all. It's real life.
Real issues.
Real engagement.
Real answers.
To some real married people stuff.
Welcome to Unscripted
Marriage.
Unscripted
Marriage.
Unscripted
Unmarriage. That was it.
You said unmarriage. Unmarriage.
Hold on, what did I say?
You said unmarriage. It's unscripted marriage.
What? Marriage.
Right. We're gonna have to do a take two because.
Okay, just do one. Just do the last one. Don't say all. Don't say all three of them. Just say the one.
I was kidding, but unscripted.
Marriage.
Yes.
All right. I don't know why I was about to say unmarriage
like
again.
that?
I don't know why I said
I don't know.
It's something about that. I'm triggered. But anyway, go ahead.
Welcome back. This is season 3, y'all.
Trace.
You said you triggered, huh?
Yeah.
Season 3.
And this is volume 3, right? Because we're in the third episode. So season 3, episode 3.
And part 3.
Yeah, part 3.
Talking about this old school stuff.
I think that was like Lenny Williams or something, right? From Kings of Comedy.
Did you do that right though? Did
I think so.
Come out right? All right, I have no idea what this man is doing right now.
Okay, all right.
But
well,
he hit it.
I did.
He hit the note.
Mm-hmm.
He hit the note. Now we got to go back and play the real version and see what it really sounds like. Really sounds like. But you tried.
I tried.
You tried.
I do whatever I can for you, babe.
You tried. Well, we want to know. We got a question for y'all. Does how people did marriage back in the day affect the way we do marriage now? Has it affected it in a positive way or a negative way? Go ahead and put in the comments what you think. Hopefully you have watched our last 2 parts of this.
You said does how? Is that a sentence?
And if it does, how has it affected?
Oh, okay.
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 Right?
Yes, you got it, babe.
All right.
Do what you do.
You know what?
Cut the cameras.
You about to be put in the timeout.
Look, you know what?
Timeout. The think about it chair. You about to go sit in the think about it chair.
You think you really gonna be able to put me in a chair?
I'm gonna put you in a chair.
I'm a grown man.
You're a grown man.
And with this fedora.
And grown men with fedoras can go in the think about it chair too later.
You gonna come in the chair too with me? Sit on my lap.
I'm coming. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Come on, baby. All right.
Anyway.
So what you say? All right. So what we talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
We are talking about. I got it. Okay. We're talking about like how back in the day in their marriages they had such a high tolerance for marriage. Like, why did they stay together so long? I'm talking about they stayed together for a long time. And now it's a little different. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But why do you think anybody put in chat? Why do you think people stayed together for a long time? Why?
So the only thing that I can really say to just the reason why is kind of we talked about in part 1, I believe, is just the gender roles is because of that. You know what I'm saying? When there was an understanding of what the spouse was supposed to do, it made it easier. Now, but what we didn't include though is when we start talking about all the other things that went on. I think you had mentioned it when you talked about the abuse and the behind the scenes stuff that nobody knows about. There's a lot of behind
the scenes stuff, and they still stuck together throughout it.
They stuck together, and I think it just really has something to do with what's going to happen after this? Why? I mean, do we have somewhere to go? What are we going to do?
They might have felt stuck.
They may have felt stuck. You know what I'm saying? And I see in the movies a lot for sure when things happen like that, they just don't feel like they can go anywhere else. They feel like, okay, this is the only place that I can be or whatever.
So the same things that happen today in marriage happened back then. I'm talking about infidelity.
Yeah.
Infidelity? No. But yeah, that happens. What else
you
happens?
Talking about?
I was talking about.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Where every lady's
Papa
hat was his own.
Rolling Stone. So You know, all that was going on back then. Papa probably had like 4 or 5 wives that nobody ain't know about, and then he had all these kids that came popping out, running around the neighborhood looking like him. And then your brother down the street, you might have got hooked up with your cousin and your uncle because you didn't know that y'all was related.
Yeah,
that happened. That happened. But you know what? You know what Ancestry.com did?
That's what they did.
23andMe did.
23andMe and you.
It exposed all that because you found out you had a brother over in California or a sister down in Georgia, and that just kind of brought it out. But they still stayed together through all it, and they knew what was going on. Domestic violence, like they were fighting.
Yeah,
they were fighting. Same stuff that we dealing with now. They were dealing with then, but they did not give up. Like they stuck in there. They stuck in there.
They stuck in there.
Mental abuse, emotional abuse. They stuck with it. Now today, that's a different story.
It's I mean, we throw marriage licenses in the trash quick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll
rip it up, toss it, burn it, whatever. You out. But you know one thing? It's a little bit different though now because sometimes a couple will stay together if they have kids and they want to make sure that their kids grow up with the mom and the dad in the home. But what does that look like to the kids? If the kids don't see, the kids can feel that. They can feel that if y'all not together, y'all really not together.
If y'all being roommates. And I think that's why it's like when you talk about millennials and stuff like that, they don't want to get married. They don't care about getting married
I'm a millennial.
No, you're not. You like a Gen Y or Z.
No, I'm a millennial.
No, you're a millennial. Okay, so what's going to happen is I already looked this up earlier. So you're going to be you're a Gen Y now, but when it's your birthday, you're going to be Gen X or something.
No, I don't change. If I was born in a certain time, I don't change.
Yes, you do. When you turn age 40, you go to Gen X. Or Gen Z or YZ. Something.
Okay, anyway. Well, that's a long time from now because I'm like 24.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess I'm young then, huh? But anyway,
I got a sugar daddy.
Oh, I'm a sugar daddy?
Yeah. Well, back to the conversation.
So I think that that marriages, when you see people getting married 4 or 5 times, and then they going through that, and then you're like, oh man, well, what kind of home were they in? You know, what does that look like? And then you find out that the kids were so affected by what their parents did behind the scenes, because obviously parents or kids see, you can't front on your kids. They know who their parents are. They know how they react. They know how they act. And so I've seen that kids, they're still affected from when their father moved out of the house when they turned high school age and they graduated from high school and their father moved out, although they were moving out going to college, that still affected them. They're still dealing with that.
So do y'all think that sticking it out, even though you're not technically together, still works because you're in a house, or does it matter if you move out of the house? I know some people think that it does help when you move out of the house, or it doesn't, and you stay together. I don't know. Regardless, the kids are going to be affected.
Right.
And we talk to adults now who that happened to their parents, and it's just like, man, that kind of messed them up.
I think it
kind of messed their view up on marriage.
Yes.
And actually being able to be with somebody.
And so now you talk about moving forward in the marriage and what that looks like for somebody. And they say, well, hey, my parents acted this way, and I don't want that for me.
They don't want that to happen.
I'd rather stay single. Pringle single, or whatever they call it, or I can do bad all by myself. That's how they look at it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they do. And then they don't put the seriousness on marriage, and then now they go through life or whatever. I'm not saying that everybody needs to be married, but they just have a different viewpoint because of how their parents acted.
Yeah, but there is hope. There is hope.
There is hope.
But thinking about how marriages were back then and how they had such a high tolerance, bringing the conversation back to what it actually looks like now, we give up. We quit. We like, it's a done deal. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, they rip up the marriage certificate. It was like, it's done. And we talk about marriage, but we're really talking about relationships. So a lot of people have already thrown marriage in the trash already because they just don't feel like that commitment or that paper means anything. So let's talk about people actually in a relationship. Maybe they've been together for a long time, and then now, without having that marriage commitment, they feel like they can leave at any time. Yeah. I don't have any ties. Maybe if they don't have any kids, they don't have any ties.
I'm gonna be like, look, you leave them dirty drawers on the floor one more time, and I'm out of here. I'm tired of cleaning up your dirty drawers. Let's go. And that's how people feel. Just think about it. That may sound funny, but how minute and how quick people, if they made a decision that they want to move and leave, they out. You know what I'm saying?
Just
And
like
so
that.
that's why marriage. That's how people feel about marriage. That's how people feel about relationships. And we want to let you know that your marriage matters, that your relationships matter, and that they should count. You should make them count, and because it's worth it. I feel like we about to cut the cameras for that one. I'm telling you, every time I do something good.
How do you know? You know my facial expressions, don't you?
I know.
Okay.
You getting hot, ain't you? Okay, go. Real life.
Y'all, go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Press the what? Notification. Press the notification bell.
Okay. And like us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And hopefully we said something that you've been able to ponder or think about, that will help you in future relationships. If not, put something in the comments that you would like to hear about. But yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Real life, man.
Real life, real engagement.
Hang in there, but don't hang in there if things are going like down.
Babe, we're trying to end the show, babe.
I know, but I'm just trying to give some hope.
We're trying to get some hope.
Yeah, because of that topic. Like, there's a high tolerance, but just hang in there, y'all. There is hope if you can match up and find the right person.
23
guys, if you find white.
Okay. I mean, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. White,
there is hope.
Yeah, whatever.
There is hope
Okay.
if you can find the right person to match up with and mesh well with. They don't have to be just like either. We're totally opposite. We're totally opposite, and we work well together.
Yeah.
So hang in there.
Anything
Real
else?
life.
Are you done now?
Real issues. Issues.
Okay, goodness, that many
About
issues.
Some real
Married people stuff. Get her.
No, no, no.